Assalamu alaikum class 9. In today's lecture we are going to start our word problems of exercise 1.6. Question number 1 was directly the set of equations and we solved it by matrix inversion method and Cramer's rule. But here in the from the question number 2 to question number 6 there are word problems, so we need to understand the statement first and then we will make the equations, then choose the matrices, three of the matrices A, X and B from it, and further then we will do it by matrix inversion method and Cramer's rule. Let's begin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The length of a rectangle is 4 times its width. What is rectangle? Basically, rectangle is a shape like this. Two of the opposite sides must be equal. Okay? You can also say this is a rectangle. Okay? So this is called the length and this is called the width of the rectangle. इसको कहते हैं लंबाई और इसको कहते हैं चौड़ाई. ठीक है? So we are going to read the statement from the end. The length of a rectangle is 4 times its width. Let's say width equals to x. Then they are saying 4 times of width. If 1 time of width is that 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can say let's make it 2, 3 and 4. So 4 times of the width will make 1 time of length. That was width, that was considering the width, and when the 4 times of width combine together, 1 time of length would be made. Here I just tried to make like that but it is not a definite good picture. If I draw a line here, maybe it would work. Yeah, if this would be the boundary of the rectangle, then it would work. So it's okay, it doesn't count. Width is equal to x and length is equal to, let's say, y. When I'm comparing the both, then I will say y equals to 4x. Length is equal to the 4 times of the width. Now I am going to rearrange it. 4x, the y is going to be shifted at this side, then the sign which is positive would be changed into negative, equals to 0. This is the first equation. Now let's go to the question again. The perimeter of the rectangle is 150 centimeter. What is the perimeter of the rectangle? Perimeter for every shape is different, as you know. Perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into length plus width. We can write it as 2 into x plus y. And what is the perimeter here? 150 centimeter. Divide 2 with 150, I think you will get 70 or 75, something like that. Yeah, 75. 75 equals to x plus y. So write it as x plus y equals to 75 in a good picture, so that in matrices it would be easy. You will make it like the simultaneous linear equations we solved earlier, like this form. Let me show you in the video, like this form: 2x minus 2y equals to 4, 3x plus 2y equals to 6. In this form you are going to write these equations, so that picking of the matrix entries would be easy. So now we are solved. What is required? Find the dimensions of the rectangle. They are saying that you are going to find the dimensions of the rectangle. What are the dimensions? Dimensions are actually the things from which the diagram is made, like the pillars of a building, pillars of the of that diagram of that particular shape. For rectangle we have two dimensions, length and width. So in this question we our target would be finding of the length and width, x and y. We don't know what is the basic number for this. Okay, what is the basic length and what is the basic width? So let's begin. We are going to solve it first with matrix inversion method. Matrix A. 4 minus 1, if I go row wise, 4 minus 1, 1 and 1. Then x is xy and b is 0 and 75. Take the determinant of the A. This would be our first step. 4 ones are 4. Put the negative sign of the determinant formula, and then minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. 4 minus minus plus 1, it would be 5. Not equal to 0. The matrix is non-singular matrix. So we are able to do the matrix inversion method now. Ax equals to b, generally it is, then x equals to A inverse b, where A inverse equals to adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. So write determinant like this and write the adjoint. 4 and 1. Change the places of 4 and 1 and change the sign of minus 1 and 1. 1 minus 1. B is 0, 75. One into 0 is 0, 1 into 75 is 75. Minus 1 into 0 is 0, 4 into 75 is 300. 4 into 75 is 300. Now let's multiply this whole term with the both of the entries. 75 divided by 5 and 300 divided by 5. 15 and 300 divided by 5 is 60. That was x. Here it would be xy. So x equals to 15, y equals to 60. Question number 2 is solved. Now move to the question number. No, sorry. I forgot to do it with the Crammers rule. Let's do it with the Crammers rule. Matrix determinant of A was earlier it was where 5. Now I will make the AX matrix. Just leave for one column number 1 of A. Instead of this we will write matrix B. Replace this with matrix B. And for AY you will replace this second column with matrix B. 4, 0, 1 and 75. So determinant of AX is 0 ones are 0, 1 plus 75, and AY 4 into 75 is 300, minus 1 into 0 is 0, so I need not to write it. X equals to AX determinant divided by A determinant, which is 75 by 5, and Y equals to AY determinant divided by A determinant, which is equal to 300 divided by 5. 75 divided by 5, 15, and 300 divided by 5, 60. So this is the answer, 15 and 60. From both of the methods we get the same answers, 15, 60, 15, 60. Now we will move towards the question number 3. What is question number 3 saying? Two sides of a rectangle differ by 3.5 centimeter. Means the actual difference between the two sides of the rectangle is 3.5 centimeter. Find the dimensions of the rectangle when its perimeter is 67 centimeter. So we are going to understand the first statement. We understood that there is a difference between length and width of the rectangle, but how we are going to write it? Two sides of a rectangle. Let's say length is y and width is x. So they use the differ word. The word differ means that difference, means minus 3.5. When we minus 3.5 from the width of the rectangle, then we will get the length. Let's say this is the width x and 3.5, it's 7. Let's say 3.5 of the area, 3.5 of the area is subtracted from this, then we would get the length. This particular area is the length. This length is that much. Do you get it? When we subtract 3.5 from the width, then we will get the length. So let's rearrange it. X minus y. Y is going to be shift here, so the sign would be minus, and 3.5 is going to be shifted here, so it would be positive 3.5. It is our first equation. In the second equation, we will make the second equation with the help of the perimeter of the rectangle. I mentioned earlier that perimeter is 2 into x plus y, and here the perimeter is 67, so I am directly putting the 67 in the equation. X plus y equals to 67 divided by 2. The answer would be in the points. 67 divided by 2 is 33.5. So this is the equation number 2. Now, by matrix inversion method, let's make matrices first. 1 minus 1, 1, 1. X, xy, and b 3.5, 33.5. This is the required matrices. You should be careful when you are making the equations. X should be down the x and y, both of the y should be at one place and both of the x should be at one place. Then after making them at the same place, then you will choose the coefficients for a, x and b, entries for a, x and b. Let's begin. X equals to a inverse b, and we know that a inverse is equal to adjoint of a divided by determinant of a. So here adjoint of a is 1 1, 1 minus 1 is going to be divided with the determinant 1 minus 1, write it like this, 3.5 and 33.5. It is 2, because minus into minus is positive, so it's 2, 1 by 2, and multiply these both matrices. 1 into 3.5 plus 1 into 33.5 minus 1 into 3.5 and positive 1 into 33.5. 3.5 and 33.5. 37 and 33.5 minus 3.5 is 30. Divide 1 by 2, multiply 1 by 2 with the both of the entries. 37 divided by 2, 30 divided by 2. So x is equal to 37 divided by 2, which is equal to 18.5, and 30 divided by 2, which is equal to 15. X here is 18.5 and y is equal to 15. Let's do this question with the Crammers rule. What is the Crammers rule? AX, matrix AX. Instead of this column, we are going to write this column, this matrix: 3.5, 33.5, minus 1 and 1. For AY, instead of this negative minus 1 and 1, you have to write 3.5 and 33.5. 3.5 into 1 is 3.5. Put the negative sign, minus plus minus 33.5. So it means 3.5 minus minus plus 33.5 is equal to 37. And for AY, going to take the determinant of AY, 33.5 minus 1 into 3.5 is 3.5, which is equal to 30. Okay, so here for X, 37 by, what was the determinant? 37 by 2, and for Y it's 30 by 2. X is equal to 18.5 and Y equals to 15. You can check that from the both of the methods, matrix inversion method and Cramer's rule, gives us the same result. So for this video, it's the end. Inshallah, in the next video, we will do the other word problems. If there are some queries, please let me know. जहाँ रहें खुश रहें, शाद और आबाद रहें, हमें दुआओं में याद रखें. प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा। अल्लाह हाफिज़।